What's up, everybody, and welcome to the feuds, your wild and crazy uncut news station. Alright. Clean a little bit up there. Sorry. Very messy. Very messy right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very messy. Very messy. Like some people, I am very messy, just like some people we're about to talk about in this video. Alright. Remember Rand Paul, the politician Rand Paul, got into some beef and got into some physical altercation. But the suspect in Rand Paul's assault appears in court. The lawyer cites that it was over a messy yard. You need to clean your shit, punk, or I'm gonna beat your ass. And shit like that happened. I'm starting to clean off my desk because my messy desk might get my ass beat by mom and dad. So, good Lord mighty be, I better clean this place or I'm gonna get my ass whooped like Rand Paul. Rand Paul, not Ron. Ron's old. These messy Democrats. No. Anyway, Senator Rand Paul's neighbor appeared in court Thursday and offered no explanation for allegedly attacking the senator and breaking his ribs. Dressed in a suit and joined by attorney Matthew Baker, Renee Botcher pleaded not guilty to a charge in a fourth-degree misdemeanor assault. And sources told us that the dispute began when Paul was attacked from behind while mowing his lawn and wearing headphones. He was listening to like, yo, out the box, yo, yeah, we get it. Guns in the hip, yeah, we manifest it. We're drilling all day, and all of a sudden, what the hell? He just came from behind. He was like, like, this little messy motherfucker, I'm gonna beat his ass. And just started beating his ass out of nowhere. He was wearing headphones, so it was a blindsided attack, which is effed up. I mean, I think Rand Paul's a cool guy. I don't think he deserves this. I think he has good views, good politic views. He runs for Democrat a lot, but he's kind of a Republican. Like, it's weird. Like, if you look him up, he doesn't win in Democrats usually because Democrats, you know how they are. But because he's a Republican most ways, but then he's a Democrat. Like, I don't know. I agree with him a little bit. But he's a pretty good politician. I mean, he didn't even make it out of the like the first couple months. But because he's and when you go in Democrats, you need love, peace, love, and everything. He's like, make this country work perfect. He's about making a good country. Sort of like Trump, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get into politics, but that's his view. You should look it up. Okay. They told us that the assault was not about politics, so the guy doesn't care about his vote or anything. It's about a messy yard. He said issues between the two men have been going on for a long time. So they had beef for a while. They were beefing for like a good minute. So the possible feuds over the property line, landscaping, and politics have been floating as a possible motivation in the incident. So like how if you ever had a neighbor, like your neighbor John or your neighbor Jeff or your neighbor Lindsay, Christy or whatever, and this is my lawn, like, and you're trying to put you're building jumps, right? Let's say you're just building jumps. We're just making or playing basketball. You're building jumps and you put like a berm. Your berm goes on their property line. Say this is the property line, right? Say this blue pen is the property line. There's the property. These pens are the property line, right? Can you see it? No, shit. All right, you see these pens? Wait, do I put them? Hold on. You see these pens to the property line, right? So say if your berm goes over and it goes here, right? Past the property, the berm goes here, where this and your property line is there, and your neighbor comes over, and you need that berm to be there, and your neighbor's not using, it's not using that side of the berm. I mean that that side of the property. The berm is on her property, but it's not doing anything. It's like she has all her her grill over here, and it's not really it's very far away. We'll say, let's see, this is like a few hundred feet. Has a grill here, and it's not really bothering her. And he's just a little bit over. So then, let's say she's like, "You're on my property." And he's like, "Yo, let's work something out. Maybe I'll, throw you a couple dollars or something, buy it off of you, because I need that berm to be there so I can hit my jumps smoothly. Because if I move it in, it'll be too tight of a berm, and then the riding will kind of suck." This type of beef actually happened with my friends. One of my pro friends, Jason, has trails in his yard. And we were kids. He still has them. They're actually really awesome now. They're like pros. All the pros go there. And we had beef. This one of these old guys that owned the property, like I guess he's building a house on, like complained about us being going on his property to hit the jumps. So we had so much beef, we almost have gotten to like a physical altercation. We were like, "Come on, motherfucker, you want to do this, bro? You better keep your ass out of here. This is our property. You can't tell us what to do. Your BMX for life will take this right now. Yo, come on. It was like me, Ryan, Matt, Jay, Joe, my friend, we were all like, "Yeah, what? Yo, what?" And then all this beef just kept breaking out. And then we changed the trail. Now, we actually have it, we actually made it where, it was, like new school style. Because back in the days, we used to have to pedal for jumps. Like, you would just pedal far and just pedal and hit the jump. But nowadays, people don't do that anymore. They just have a roll in. You roll and you pump, hit like a couple rolls and hit a jump. So we built a roll in, and then they rolled in, hit a berm, and you hit the jumps. So it was actually pretty technical and cool. So everything, the beef, like, it was in the news too. We were in the newspaper with that beef. We made the newspaper. It was official. And that's how we got these nice trails. Now the trails became awesome. And we didn't have to pedal. But this was mad long ago. This is like, I was still in high school. I think I was in 12th, 11th to 12th grade at the time. And the beef went on, and then we changed the trail to like a roll-in after a while. And that's it, the beef stopped. Everyone, and and I'm also saying, let's say, so that's kind of what was going on between them, I guess. I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened. I'm just telling you. Or let's say there's your basketball court, right? And you're playing basketball here, right? See, here's the thing, and here's the property, right? This pen is the property, and this is the You guys see? All right. So let's say you're like you're doing slam dunks. Sometimes you shoot the ball and it goes on the other person's property, and she's like, "Oh, get your ball out of there! You need to move your basketball court now before I go crazy on you. Your ball is on my property." Like, you're playing basketball. Maybe you play basketball once a month with your friends when you party. And you're a basketball player. Or you're training to become pro. And you're trying to be the next Scottie Pippen. And this person, because sometimes you miss the ball because you're not pro yet. And they complain and cry because you go to get the ball. or they have to throw the ball. That's pretty much something what was going on with this beef with Rand Paul. Yeah, so Baker said that the neighborhood people are malicious about the appearance of their no. Sorry about that. Baker said that the neighborhood people are meticulous about the appearance of their home. So they're very like, ooh, my home, because they want their property value to be up. They don't live in the hood where like there's freaking trash all over the floor, bike parts, and car parts all over the lawn. It's not like that. With like the gutters falling, they're not like that. So, they're very and without disparaging our senator, he's not as meticulous as everyone else might be. He said so. Like he's not as meticulous. He's like maybe his gutter will be falling. He'll fix it later. Maybe he has a couple car parts on his lawn. Maybe he has like a couple jumps that and they're not like packed as well. I don't know. Maybe he has a berm, and the back he only packs the front side of the berm, doesn't pack the back, and it looks ugly. So who knows? Doug Stafford, senior advisor to Paul, in a statement issued Thursday, said, as to reports of a long-standing dispute with the attacker, the Pauls have had no conversations with him in many years. So for years they haven't really talked. They never talked about anything. They weren't like, hey. They never said boo to each other. I guess Rand Paul was too busy trying to win an election. So he didn't really, talk to his neighbors much. He's probably never home. Busy trying to make our country good. Alright, so the first conversation with the attacker came after Senator Paul's ribs were broken. That's what Stafford said in the statement. This was not a fight. It was a blindside, violent attack by a disturbed person. Anyone claiming otherwise is simply uninformed or seeking media attention. So this wasn't like a fight. It was like, yo, let's do this, motherfucker. I want a piece of you. Let's go outside. Come on. Bring it. You ain't got nothing for me. Like all crazy. It wasn't like that. It was just like he just ran up on him. He just like crept up on him and just beat his ass. Like down, you motherfucker, bump. Did that. He didn't like he wasn't like, come on, bring it, baby. Let's handle this. He just went up to him and beat his ass out of nowhere. Yeah, Senator Paul better learn how to, better start learning how to fight and stop with messing with politics. He better get his strength up and get ready in case some shit breaks out, Especially if a lib tries to beat his ass or something, or Antifa. He better be get ready and learn how to scrap. So, anyways, that is it for now. Hopefully he heals and he could, run in an election. He's not a bad politician. He runs Democrat, but like I said, he has a lot of Republican views, and his Democratic views are kind of sane. They're not like out of whack. Like they're like he's mixed together, like pretty much. He just has his own views. It's not Republican. It's not left wing. It's not right wing. It's just middle wing, I guess you could say. So hopefully he heals and gets back to whatever he's been doing, and he could do stuff soon, because broken ribs suck. I know a couple people that I trained with that fought in the ring and got broken ribs, and they say it sucks. Or got clipped by training, sparring. Broken ribs suck. Anyways, please subscribe to the feuds. Let's subscribe, but let's try to help me build my station. Share this video everywhere. and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any views. Your wild and crazy uncut news station. And remember, this channel holds no political letter left. We stay in the middle here because the Vooz loves you all. We love you all, and I just want to bring you the news and give you entertainment. Boom!